workshop again. What we're going to go through is a James Bond DB5 car. Yes siree, she's a beaut. I've already took the tabs off so we don't have to go through that. They're pretty basic, right? You know, with the flat pliers you take the tabs off. What we're going to do is evaluate this car quickly and see if we can get her running again. It's not a guarantee, of course. We'll just take this top off and we'll go from there. Oops, the seat's flying away. So there's quite a few problems when I'm looking at this. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It has a solenoid here for putting gears in and out, if you can see that. I'll go in a little bit more so you can see it. There we go. In here, look. That's for clicking in. And obviously when this turns, something else happens. And you know, you have your seat that uncouples here somehow with the switch. Oh, there she goes. See that? I think that's caused by that unit up there. And you have this this shield that comes up as well somehow. I think when the seat goes up, it's supposed to come up. Didn't do anything, so that's kind of strange. Supposed to be sprung load and it's not. Oh, there's a spring here for it. There's another piece here for it. Okay. Another gear shift thing here goes around and bring this up and down. Anyway, and then these lights go in and out. Pretty amazing. But we have wires everywhere here, okay? Look. Loose wires that aren't connected up here either to the motor. And the lights aren't connected, so it's all unsoldered. So we're going to have to sort that out first. And then we need some kind of a controller coming in. We have to find out where that came in. And for the wiring and the electrical. Alright, so we'll have to look some up and see what their images are, or their pictures on various sites. So I'll get started by testing out the electrical bit and get back and show you what I've done. So there it is, the DB5. Just got to find out what works and what doesn't work. I tried it once before a long time ago and I know the motors work, but there was some issues. So this, I've checked the wiring is in bad state here. I mean, these are for lights, obviously. These are the power ones, but I mean, they should be up here soldered on. They look a little red too, I don't know why. But I found out two things that are a pretty big issue, and that is this light is going to be very hard to find. Let me lift it up. This light here is going to be very hard to find something that looks like that to replace it. And the second thing that's even more of a problem is in here you see this gear here, right? And it's cracked off. See? Should be like that all the way around, and it's cracked off. There's half of it gone. And that is the major issue, which I'm going to have to fix somehow. So we'll have to work through that. And I hope that's it for now, because that's a lot for this one. And I'm missing this, of course, this lamp here, which is going to be very hard to find as well. Sorry, there we go. This lamp here is missing on this side, so it's going to be very hard to find something similar and copy it. So there's a lot of issues, but you know, I hope to get through some of these parts and sort them out and start working on them. Yeah, so the James Bond car, I found a cog very exactly like this, nearly similar, and I fit it in here. Let's zoom in. I'll get a pointer as well. Alright. So this one was cracked, as you can see, the piece broke off. I'm keeping that just in case. Now I put this one in the shaft here, squeezed in. I opened one side only. I have the motor working. I'm missing cogs out here, but that's easier to fit on the outside than it is the inside. So I've done the inside one. It seems to run freely, but now I must connect the motor and actually see if my inner workings runs properly. It won't work because there's no gear on the outside. Ta-da, Willie, wake up. Yeah, it was early morning this morning. Yeah, so I'm back to the same problem as I had before. If I put this green cog on here, on the motor, as you can see there. I need a cog just like the broken one, which I put in here now. That was most likely out here. So I have the inner ones done, but I still have this broken one here that has to go on. So I got the plus and minus here, and I've soldered these ends and soldered the motor on now onto wires. So, and it should run. Of course, I don't know which is which. I got the wrong one most likely. There she goes. There's the motor running. You can see it. And off. And this is a solenoid, which doesn't seem to be working. But that might be that it's the other way around. Maybe that's a negative. And one of these is a plus. Still didn't work. I have to check that out. The solenoid isn't going in and out. There's a solenoid right here. There's a wire off it, but it doesn't seem to be working. Got to check that out next. I'll put it over this way. See a little wire here, very thin wire actually. I get a pointer. Use this file, I suppose. Yeah, in here. This little wire here, see? This doesn't seem to be doing anything. So what happens here is these are this one going to the solenoid's live, and this is live, so you can put both together, and the ground touches here. And everything should run, but the motor isn't running right now. Oh, that's because this is ground and this is ground. Watch. Now everything's running. Okay. See, they both have to have ground and they both have to be live. Who knows why? We have the lights, the same thing. I'm going to explain this once more. You know, on a motorbike, when you put a battery on, it always has the ground. Well, on this, it seems to have a ground over here. Right? So if I put the live to the live wire here, which is this one, and I touch ground, the motor goes, and the solenoid goes at a certain timing. There it goes. And then it pushes away somehow and releases, and then it comes back and does it again. So it seems to be all working. The wire might have to be changed a little, but at least it's set up to work. So I'm quite happy with that. I think we'll leave it at that for today. Yeah, I've also hitched the light wires to this minus here to the motor. And so when I connect now back here on the side of the ground, the lights come on, as you can see here. Get my fingers out of the way again. So I have quite a bit of the stuff working and acting, and then I can work it out later on how things, if there's switching and that to be done. But at the moment we're moving along on the James Bar car because we've got the gears working again. I'm not too sure they'll go reverse or whatever this thing does. It seems to jam in reverse. I'm not too sure why. It's a little test. I've hitched a Dremel up to the drive shaft. I put a gear in here and filed it a bit, and we're going to see if it works now. Even for 2 minutes. There she goes. Well, it worked. We got to do it a bit faster maybe. Yes, I got Dremel fixed on again to run the motor because I've been filing this gear in here. And here we go. Running like a charm. This has got to be held down, of course. There's a strange angle to it, but oh, it's because of this thing opening up. There we go. Sounds a bit off. There we go. Up to there, see? You can see she's running okay. I got quite a bit of it working. It's trying to loosen out a bit, to be honest. I'll speed up a little bit. Okay, hold. This isn't down, that's why. I forgot about these tabs on the bottom. Let's try it now and see if it works better before I rip a gear open. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. I got the Dremel running this drive shaft. I'm working on trying to get this all working again. See, and that's going to be held down. Everything's a little loose still. But as you can see, the internal gears are working. This gun works here, this pumping in and out piece. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm quite happy with that. So we've got quite a bit done today. And we'll leave it there. Heater set. So you can hear. Yeah, there was a tab broke here. Right in here. So I've had to put a little solder in to hold that part of the motor together. But now we have a fairly functioning unit. This shaft is loose only because there is no drive on the other side yet, which I have to make out of the broken cog here, which is going to be a bit of a doing. I'm going to try to work that out soon. Anyways, I'm going to basically call it there for today, and go carry on later on.